Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Susan at SLC Aquatics coming to you live from the fish room, giving you updates today on what's going on. As I was visited yesterday by a young man that is local to my area that I didn't even know was local to my area. Thanks, Zen Ginger. I hope you can hear me now. Now there's audio. Okay, but it's low, isn't it? So let me see if I can fix this. I was trying to give y'all a hookup with another webcam. Is that better? I'm streaming to Living Room TV, so not sure if I'm watching from the beginning. 3 minutes late, LOL. Let me try to get focused here, guys, because I did. Let me go over to studio mode, and that way setting up the right camera. So y'all just chit chat for a minute. Okay, that's straight now. Hope everybody's doing good. It's kind of early here. I know it's early on the West Coast. Thank you. Okay, I'm trying to come back. I'm coming back. I don't know why. Anyway, go into the chat and say good morning to everyone. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics. We had a few early comers. We had Chevy Fish at 8:31 who set his reminder. We had Daryl Deemer, good morning. We had Zen Ginger, the Zen Ginger. Good morning, lady. Good morning, Ginger. I haven't watched your latest videos to catch up. So I'm here to give you all some updates on how things are going. I cleared out almost 2 complete tanks yesterday, and I believe all the corridors are spoken for. I have one trio in the 55, and I think I have a male and a female in the 20 in front of me, and Henry the yo-yo loach. I want to contact CJ Black to see if she wants Henry back before I sell him. The Denison Barbs are spoken for. The American Greens are on hold until I hear from SLC Aquatics and Chattanooga Ed. I'm not coming down on the price for the colony. And a trio for the American Green is $35 a trio. The self-cloning adult crayfish are spoken for. A couple of the large cryptocorn, bronze cryptocorns are spoken for. Let me get back to the chat. I want to say hi to Sand Creek Aquatics, Daniquin Aquatics, Dustin Ritchie, Sean OOTD. Yeah, I'm not focused this morning. My blood pressure's doing good. Hey, D down the wormhole. Hey, sweetheart. My chat jumped. Daniel keeping fishes in the house. Afternoon there. Okay, great. Dustin says, really, Susan's setup for YouTube Live is way beyond what they taught us to do for TV broadcasting back in 1997. LOL. I haven't had any schooling, Dustin. I would love to be schooled. We got Amber, Big City Bettas. Hey, sweetheart. 9:07. I'm 3 minutes behind chat. Oh. Yeah, this is OBS. What gets me is I scheduled this yesterday in StreamYards. And so when I went to StreamYards this morning, there was no broadcast set up. But it was set up for YouTube. So I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that this laptop doesn't reboot, because I have my integrated webcam and my USB webcam hooked up, and that's when it usually reboots, because it's using too much of the CPU. Sean's laughing at the Zen, so I didn't think about it when I designed this. I didn't plan on stairs, so it's like a front step up. Let's see. So Big City Amber's saying back to Sean, haha, someone mentioned Shelley's last night and you were brought up. Made me laugh. Daniel said, I watched your previous stream back because I couldn't watch live. You will be wonderful support, a rock. We love you and will miss you, but we will be here when you get back. Thank you, Daniel. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep my spots open. I joined Father Fish the other day when he went live, and I asked him a few questions about my substrate and stuff in my tanks, and he said if I think I'll be back in 6 months to a year, I can lower the water level to 3 or 4 inches and put saran on top of all the tanks, of course, turning off all filtration and heating and any air pumps. And what I'm going to do is, when I unload a little bit more fish, I'm going to start pulling my plants where I can take photos of them, really good photos of them, and post them on the website. And I'm going to start. I told Bob at Kaler's Aquatics that I was probably going to bring the crayfish with me, but I think I'm going to go ahead when we get some, let me look at the week's forecast. Yeah, this week would be a good week. The next 2 weeks will be a good week. 2 weeks to actually ship fish out. Depends on where they're going. Dustin, I don't know about your weather there yet. I haven't double checked it because I've got it loaded on my phone. The tank that's behind me, the 25, I want to clean it out because I want to lower the water level. And one female Cory cat has a patch right here on her nose, like she ran into something and scraped her nose. And it's a small patch. It's not fuzzy or anything. It actually looks like a sore that she ran into something or was trying to move something and it scratched her, scraped her. So could be something in the tank that has a sharp edge on it. And I will check into that. Taking pictures, uploading them to the computer, and then uploading them to the website, edited them. I've been up to like 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning, and then getting up at 5:30 and to help with my son. Let me see who else I may have missed. Tiffany White's in the house. Hey Tiffany, now I'm 5 minutes behind in chat. Anyone hit the thumbs up? Thank you, Chevy. And Big City Bettis says to Tiffany, your angels are looking really good. Last video I saw. I got to check out that. Y'all having fun with each other. Dustin said, I just received SSD drive and a second stick of RAM for my main computer, hoping it runs faster and cooler. That's cool. Fish Tropic Jason is in the house. I'm gonna switch the camera here in a minute so y'all can see Jason. Or am I okay? This morning I'm a little lethargic, but I'm getting ready to switch the camera over so y'all can see the tuxedo red koi panda guppies. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, I have one fry in that tank. I'm getting ready to do a water change and raise the temperature a little bit. See if I can get a couple drops in fry. Jason at Fish Tropics, my family is needing me a couple states away, so I'm going to be visiting to assess the situation, see how many times I need to come back and forth, and prepare maybe for a temporary permanent move. Rod's going to stay here and keep working for the church and maintain what he can. And I'm going to be probably looking for an apartment and some part-time work there in that area to help pay the rent. I have updated my Patreon account, and so I am making an appeal to all of my subscribers. I have 1,200 subscribers, and if everybody would go over there and support me $1 a month, that would be an assured income to help me pay rent and to maintain my dwelling while I'm there trying to take care of my mom and help my sister out a little bit. And I may have to actually go check on my brother and see if he needs some help while I'm up there. And your love and your prayers are very much appreciated. I am shutting down the fish room and selling all of my stock and as many plants as I can. And boy, yesterday it was emotional because the ones that are pets to me were the goldfish, and they're the first ones that went. And so when I caught each one. I didn't really kiss them. I could have. But the one that ate out of my hand, I spent a little bit more time with him in my hands. He was an orange and white common goldfish, and about 8 inches long. And I didn't know I was going to get emotional over my fish. But when I pulled the plug on the filter, whew, that was kind of like permanent. And the odd thing is, guys, I know you all know, a month ago, I took out the 125 preform pond because it had a slow leak in it, right? It's in the back of the house now, overflowing with rainwater. So I don't know if there was actually a slow leak. The rug was soaked underneath of it. So I don't know what's going on with that pond. But when I get ready to be able to get back into this, I'm really going to set that pond up outside and make it a planted pond. And I want to put probably some cold water fish. Right now, my brain is numb. I'm not able to think. Dustin says sometimes he plays World of Warcraft. Don't judge me, but for video editing, I use a Surface Pro 4. I don't know what a Surface Pro 4 is, Dustin, at all. Sean says to Zen, laughing at her, I know y'all got a great conversation going on, so I won't read that out loud. Y'all can read that for yourselves. Yeah, the ThinkPads at Lenovo are awesome. I have 2 of them at the church, and I love it. And our editing tower is a, don't judge me, Dustin, it is a Lenovo Legion gaming computer with a solid state hard drive. Chat just jumped again. Your fish and tanks are always so clean and pretty. It's got to be the Lord, because I do maintenance on them and I hardly ever clean any glass. The only one I clean glass on is the 29. So coming back to the main camera, I didn't even check to see if the audio stayed the same. But Tom Patterson's in the house. Hello, Tom. Hit the reef, Amber. Good talk last night too. Y'all are having fun. Tiffany says thanks to Amber. Alrighty. Drop the Patreon link, please, Mandy or somebody. Daryl did. Thank you, Daryl. And I'm going to switch over to, let's see, the video capture. I need to, wow. Yeah, I'm going to switch to this, and oh, my links are not working. That is terrible. Why are they not working? I don't get it. I can't do any external links. They're all black. So that's driver induced. Okay, so I can't share any external links. I'll be back. Woo! Sorry about that. Okay, I had to go get me a little pick-me-up because I am just too lethargic. So I'm a little dehydrated, but I had my stock list and everything lined up, but this laptop has Windows 10 on it, but it's a 64-bit processor and it has a 32-bit Windows. So I haven't done anything to it, haven't had it maintenance. I'm gonna have to have it maintenance. So as far as the fish room goes, we are making progress here. Like I said, my goldfish are gone. My half moon mosaic school is gone, except for I think one pregnant female and a fry or two that got away from me. I'm going to contact CJ Black. There you are. Please, CJ, let me know. Do you want Henry back? This is the first time I'm hearing this. I'll be keeping you and your family in my prayers. Thank you, CJ, and I'm glad you joined me today because I want to know, do you want Henry back, or can I go ahead and sell Henry? And I'm trying. I appreciate everybody who's out of state, but I'm trying to unload locally first because I have received several responses from local people, and I would like to hand out locally first. That way I don't have to package and ship anything, but I will package and ship if you really want it and it's available still. Somebody locally is going to get the Denison barbs. I will ship these American greens. RLC thought he wanted the whole stock, so I'm waiting to hear from him, and I'm waiting to hear from Chattanooga Ed, see if he's interested in a breeding trio or whatever before I sell the whole stock. The koi panda guppies, I will sell them in breeding trios or pairs, and I will ship them. I'm going to ship the crayfish. I'll ship plants. So y'all just have to hit me up at Susan at SLC Aquatics. And I wish you would use this email to help me, keep organized. This is a challenge when you've got 17 tanks, fish and plants in every tank. So let me look and see what CJ said. I'm sending you big hugs and all the love. Thank you, Amber. I feel it. I do. Nah, gaming computer setups are great for crunching video. Oh. Kind of like compressing. Is that what you mean, crunching? Dustin said, yes, my main broadcast computer is like a Lenovo ThinkPad bolted onto the back of a nice touchscreen. Comes that way from the manufacturer, I mean. Oh, I've got to get going, love, and hugs to Susan and the fish fam. Thanks, Tiffany, for stopping in. Love and God bless. Whew, y'all excuse me. Susan, I don't do Patreon, but you should get a PayPal email. Okay, somebody share my PayPal because you can drop funds at PayPal. It's PayPal me, Susan Core. So I'm going to drop it myself. Okay, I think that's the PayPal link. Thank you so much. Let me see. I know I've missed a lot. I'm trying to focus because undoubtedly I'm a little dehydrated or my pulse is dropping. Big Tank Hank, hello. Danican is saying hey back to him. CJ says, yes, I'll pay for the shipping. Henry has a home here. Okay. So Henry has spoken for. And I think Henry's a Henrietta. But I still don't know, CJ. So I will invoice you. If you'll email me at susan@slcaquatics.org, CJ. I know my email on the screen. I need to correct that. Let me see. Let me see if I can change that. I'm going to change that, okay? Okay. There we go. But now it's too long. Ta-da. Yay. I need to move that camera around so y'all can see some more of my tanks. Thank you, CJ. Abel L. Hello, Abel. How are you doing? Got to support the local community. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The sad thing is, guys, you know, whenever you're going out of business, as they say, you get more hits, you get more views, you get, I mean, last Tuesday night's video has over 200 views. My average views are between 70 and 100 views on a live stream. And it's sad. I don't want to clickbait anybody or anything. I really am having a life change. I promise you, I'm telling the truth. I swear to God. But I could have used the views a long time ago because I'm only halfway. I only have like 2,000 view hours. People are watching my playlist and the numbers are not coming up. I don't get it. I think YouTube hates me. Just kidding, guys. Oh, I know I've missed people that are coming in. Big Easy. Hello, Mark. God morning, sweetheart. I haven't been on Facebook yet. That's how many I have too. 17, Ginger says. Wow. Yeah, you know how it can be, because when I start breaking these tanks down, I'm going to take care to clean my filters out and store them in there. I keep boxes. I keep almost everything. I'm going to keep my sponge filters wet. And I know I will have die off. So before I start the tanks back up, I will clean those sponge filters really good. But I want to keep them wet so they don't dry out. Thank you, Daryl, for sharing my PayPal me. I sent it already, Susan. But thank you. Thank you, Zen Ginger. Caleb's Aquatics is in the house. Hey, Caleb. How you doing? Miss you. Okay, we're at the half hour. I'll send you an email. Then you can send me a PayPal invoice. Woohoo! Thank you, sweetheart. And I forget where you're at, so let me know what the next week temperatures are looking like. I have 2 heat packs. Okay? So I'm going to have to use one of them going to Colorado, and then the other one I'm going to use for you, CJ. And then the crayfish should be fine going to Bob within the next 2 weeks with no heat pack. So I'll insulate them really well. I've been watching Bob's playlist, but I'll put yours on the roster too. Thank you, Zen. I appreciate it, sweetheart. I'm going to move the camera around so y'all can see how the fish room is looking. Oh, I've got crayfish babies. Did I tell y'all that? I have crayfish babies. I have crayfish babies. So, here is the 55, looking luscious. Yes, I lowered the camera, I'm sorry. I've wondered if I watch a video and later I watch it again, is that 2 views? When I watch my own YouTube videos, it does not always increase my number of views. Maybe it's unique viewers. It is unique viewers, Dustin. I have been told through creators and that watching your own videos actually hurts you. And I was doing it for weeks, and the views went up, but they were not considered legitimate views, and it ended up hurting me. So Rockford Fish Keeping's in the house. Hey Brian, how are you doing? Down the wormhole, good morning, Big and Caleb. Zen Ginger says, Susan, can you confirm the PayPal went through? When you get a chance, it showed a confirmation. Yes, thank you so much. It went through. I got a confirmation. And thank you guys so much. Now I know your real name. But I won't. Anyway, thank you. God bless you all so much. And my PayPal account, if you don't mind me going there, not my PayPal, my Patreon account, I would like to read to you what I wrote on my Patreon page. Having a monthly support does help me know what I'm going to be getting for the next month. Thank you. Someone did become a Patreon. Thank you so much. I wanted to share with you what I have added to the Patreon to let you all know what is going on, because some of you joining me may have heard through word of mouth, but and of course it's buffering. Anyway, I don't want my computer to crash, so I just want to let you guys know that I am having to take a hiatus away from my fish room. My mom is 88 years young, and she lives several states away from me. I am going for a temporary visit as soon as I can. My work schedule here, I have to wait for my boss, my pastor, to check the calendar, and I have to get some workers lined up and real quickly train them to do some things that I do on a regular basis. Rod can handle a lot of those things. I do have a young girl that I've mentored in the media department that will be able to carry carry on. I just pray for her health to stay strong. Because if something happens to her, there is no one that can really go in there and run the sound. They can turn it on, but they don't know how to run it. One crayfish baby into your shipment to Colorado. Let me know when you're close to the end, like when it's I got to get rid of these mode. Okay, Dustin, I will. Thank you, Danigan. CJ, thank you. I'll be checking all this when I get off the computer. Yeah, if I watch my own YouTube videos all night, every night, as I sleep, I don't know if it increases my views. It increases views, but YouTube algorithm is smart. See you, Sean. Okay, I hope I'm back by now. My laptop rebooted as it always does. So, I hope I'm back. I hope it says encoding overloaded. Consider turning down something. Probably my resolution. I can go in there and change the settings a little bit down to, let's see, output, video, output. Let's lower it to 2500. And that should help take care of it. Maybe it won't happen again. All right. So I'm trying to get to YouTube to find out what the chat looks like. So I'm just going to be rambling along, and you can be looking at my pretty face, and if you have to refresh your browser, please do so at this time to refresh your browser. And ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. I did see that the IRQL of my drive is having some issues. Okay, we have 11 concurrent viewers and 19 likes. Okay, I'm back. Thank you. YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. Okay, that will refresh in a few seconds. So let me go back to the chat, guys. I am so sorry about this. Technical issues. And I got to go from top chat back to live chat, because that is YouTube's default. And no, I've never figured out why we have top chat, because it's annoying. I have to go back to studio mode and set up scene 2 for you guys. Okay. Brad's in the house. Hello, Mr. Fish, sir. Gnarly Fish Tanks is in the house. Let's see. I hope you all understand what happened. My laptop rebooted again because buffering here. I hope Susan's laptop's okay. Dustin, I'm back. I hope you all got me back. Speakers turned up. We'll be listening from the bathroom as I clean up my silicone job on the 1950s tank. All right. He's got one of those awesome tanks, guys. We're back. Yay. Rawls Aquatics and Reptiles. I have not seen you in forever. How are you doing? Thank you for restarting, rebuffering, refreshing. Oh, whoop, Ginger says. Glad to be here. Had to refresh living room cast. I'm so sorry. I understand top chat. It just shouldn't be default. Yeah. I guess it's the comment that's getting the most responses or something. I don't get it, Zen. Daniel Keeping Fish says, I just joined your Patreon again, Susan. Was a member previously, but it lapsed when I got a new bank card. All sorted now. Thank you all so much. God bless you. Thank you. It is very appreciated. I'm going to have to rent a vehicle while I'm up there for a couple weeks, and I'll probably stay at Mom's apartment while I'm up there for this short visit. And got to do some chit-chatting privately with my sis, and I've got to contact a couple churches there while I'm in town, and maybe I can line up some part-time work. Oh boy, yeah, this is getting to me a little bit. I know I can do it with the Lord being my strength and my helper. My pulse is just dropping, and I am a little dehydrated because I drank an extra cup of coffee this morning. And at 10 o'clock, I will be shutting down the live stream so that I can go get my son from dialysis and then take him grocery shopping this morning. So that is what the 55 looks like, and I'm going to switch it back over to me so that I can move it around so y'all can see the American greens. I got to get it closer. Let me get it closer. I don't have a cameraman. Dustin, where are you when I really need you, huh? Oh, let me bring that down. Too far. Drats. Hang in there, I'll be back. I can still talk to you guys. Yeah. I'm setting the mood. Okay, I'm going to really have fun breaking these plants down and pulling them up out of the substrate. And it's a little crooked, but I'm coming to it. This is the 15 long. There's fry all in that tank. They're hungry. They stay hungry. Guppies are always hungry. Fish are always hungry. So, Brian says it's a neighborhood's 15-gallon metal frame. Oh, no slate bottom. Okay. Who else is in here? Let's see. Thank you, Daniel. Keeping fish. Love you. Roberto from SLC Aquatics mentioned you were going through something. Yes, my family, honey, is my mom's getting older, and my sister has basically been taking care of her the last 10 to 15 years. She stays in a senior citizen's home that has security, and things like that. But her short-term memory is really, it's really going. She couldn't remember talking to me last month. She couldn't remember her doctor's name. She couldn't remember her medicine dosage. She's not cooking for herself. She's basically using the microwave. Things that people that are depressed go through. My oldest sister passed away last July, and she hasn't been able to get over that. And it's affecting her mental state. So there's a lot going on. But thank you, Raul. I hope everything works out for you and your family. Thank you. Basically, I guess I want to be there until her last breath. So you would love to be my tech guy, Susan. Thanks, Dustin. We're going to have to exchange phone numbers and be on the phone with each other. Hey, Gerardo. How are you doing, sweetheart? Love you. Never understood why. Coffee's like flavored hot water, but it doesn't count towards water intake. Maybe partly why I wasn't a science major. Remember, caffeine's a diuretic. So if you're already dehydrated, I really shouldn't be drinking coffee at all. But I gotta have some coffee. And I know a lot of people who have to come off the caffeinated coffee goes to decaffeinated, and I may have to go to decaffeinated. How you like those colors popping on the screen, guys? This is the American Green Deltas that are culls from Stephen Quartner's IFGA championship line. I think the championship might be 5+ years old, but they still are they are producing well. They have that long Moscow body and the long delta fins. I'm selling them $35 a trio, and the whole colony is in the triple digits because the colony is growing fast. I know it's 30+ fish in there. There is Java moss in that tank, and about 6 weeks ago I added the substrate. They were raised on a bottomless tank. Oh, I also, if James from James from Fish Room Fever, he blessed me with all of those mystery snails. Most of my adult mystery snails are gone. I do have a couple still around, but I have plenty of clusters, and I have several broods of mystery snails hatching out and growing. And Mr. Fish Sir says, Susan, where do you have a list of stock posted? Okay, if one of my mods, let me see, Brad, it's on my website, and I'm going to try to post it here. I'm typing it in. There's the website, and it's in the menu. There's 3 bars. You click on the 3 bars, and the menu pops up, and it says stock price list. And I updated it last night, but I've made errors with the crebenzas. I only have 3 male crebenzas, and I may have 1 female. And it might be, I might have 4, but I think I have 1 female. And I think I put a price tag for a pair available, but I don't have 3 pairs available. I have 3 males available and 1 female, but I can't guarantee that that's a female. So Brad, Mr. Fish Sir, I hope that you can click on that and find the list. CJ says, I have an explosion of Malaysian trumpet snails, so Henry should be very happy. I'll get him or her a couple of friends, and maybe he won't be such a jerk. He loves swimming with Corydoras. So if you get a school of Corydoras, Henry will be happy as a lark. They'll swim up and down on the glass together all over the screen, all over the tank. And if you have a double sponge filter intake, that's where he sleeps. He goes and he sleeps upside down with his head facing down. So that's just some pointers. Our strength is in the Lord, and He is in control with us through the valleys. Amen. Coffee is a must at least once a day, Rawl says. Daniken says, Susan, I feel blessed to have met you. I will miss your Friday streams. You are an inspiration to us all. Much love. Thank you, Daniken. And I don't know if or when. I'm still going to be here for at least 4 more weeks, okay? And I'm going to take my laptop with me and use my mom's Wi-Fi when I can. And when I need a break, I may go rent a hotel room for a day or two. Because we're going to need a break. Dustin says, Coles are friends. Everyone deserves a second chance in life. Yeah, the word culling, if we will educate the fish hobby, culling is not a negative thing. Culling is a choice thing. And when I cull my guppies, I don't kill my guppies unless there is suffering going on. Culling is not euthanization. Culling is separating and dividing. So if you will think of culling as separating and choosing more than euthanization, euthanization is not culling. Even though we have gotten used to the term as culling being, I'm killing them, no. Culls are just, I'm choosing to take them out of the colony or out of the breeding picture. I actually got sleepy after my morning coffee, weirdest thing. I can drink coffee 24/7 and it doesn't make me sleepy. And it doesn't keep me up all night. These things do. I can't get into my deep REM sleep. CJ said, I said, brother, I guess I don't know if you're a sister based on your name. Sorry. Yeah, CJ's female, Dustin, but that's okay. We're brothers and sisters in the Lord. The Zen Ginger, LOL, yeah, I have the same issues. Got diagnosed with ADHD, 50 coffees in one day, or one doesn't matter to me, LOL. Helps focus a bit though, yeah. My blood pressure was 120/77 this morning, which I hadn't seen that number in years. And but my pulse was 41. So I'm fighting to keep my pulse up, trying to get my adrenaline going, trying to keep hydrated. Derek Rawl, hey Derek, how you doing? Those are beautiful. Thank you. Alex, breeding fish, lurking and painting. Cool. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. Well, it's 10 a.m. I do have a few more minutes. If anybody has any questions, you can contact me at susan@slcaquatics.org. And of course, I got to shrink that back up again. Let's see, the main. I got to shrink that back up because it's off screen again. Okay, and coming back to you. And Dylan Martin's in the house. Hey, Dylan. Did you get those tanks moved okay? I only call the ones who look like they can't. Sorry, the chat box is overwhelmed. Can't swim right, but apparently they can still breed just fine. That's funny. I watch Caleb's Aquatics. Hey, Derek, thank you. Gonna make my hobby official, maybe Dustin Ritchie's Coal Rescue, LOL. And the guy who came yesterday, I found out that there is a Bama fish rescue here in Alabama, and his name is Dustin. And he came and purchased his own personal stock from me, and he rescues fish as well. He's got a 250-gallon stock tank in his living room, and that's where my goldfish went. Killing is taking a batch of fish and removing the ones that are, or culling is taking a batch of fish and removing the ones that are not sellable. Example, you can't sell a fish with missing fins. It doesn't mean killing, it means providing the best fish for sale. Also, culling, when you're breeding, you can take out patterns and colors and traits that you don't want to reproduce in that area as well. Yeah, there's different meanings for culling. Danger painting I take it, Alex. Zen Ginger, the guppies figured if they were on death row, they would fight back in numbers under the guise of turtle can't get us all. Dylan says, didn't move them yet, and I still don't know where to put them. I'll figure it out. Okay, Dylan, hope everything goes well. Dustin Ritchie says, Zen, I have a few fish who go live in my sick tank. Look better, go back, look sick again, get separated. Oh, that happens to me sometimes. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being with me again this morning. One last shot of the American greens. Anybody interested? I'm still waiting for RLC to answer my email, and I'm waiting to hear if Chattanooga Ed wants any before I sell the colony. And but anyway, thank you guys. I still hope to be with you on Tuesday night. I love you, appreciate you. Share my Patreon and my PayPal links out. And I love you. Thank you for your financial support. Thank you for viewing and watching my playlist. Don't forget to leave likes and comments on my playlist during your waking hours. But at night, you can leave it muted and you can play several playlists at a time. Hang in there, Susan. We love you. Thank you, Daryl. I feel the love. And y'all be blessed. Have a great weekend. And look for me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon. Check out my merch at Zazzle.com and also Teespring. I just ordered one of my own t-shirts again. Love you. God bless. See you later.